It was very funny, Josh saying that he didn't want to ride the AG. And the first ride, the smile on his face was like a kid in a candy shop.
Oh, he's in the top under his helmet with little...
It was priceless.
Should have put him in an open face.
It's so cute.
This week on Chain and Sprocket, Pete can't start a bike, Leah is hard at work, and Josh asks a sensible question.
Why did we go that way when I got a car through there?
All this and more this week on Chain and Sprocket.
Alright, so which vehicle performed best in the valley?
Oh, that was a toss-up between...
I think Josh needs to explain this. Go, Josh.
I don't think it was the car.
No, definitely not the
It's because it's a hairdresser's car with racing
Because
slicks.
it's Tom's mum's.
Yeah. I think that they were all had their unique strengths and weaknesses.
Except the Prado.
No, the Prado just outperformed everything. It was beautiful.
How was the old ag bike?
The ag bike was actually, it was more fun than what I was expecting, to be honest. I thought I'd just be like putting around all day, not doing much, but it was actually fun.
I'll be honest, Josh came back to the store and he was excited about the ag bike, which is the last thing I ever expected. Man, that thing's pretty fun. So next year he's going to start up a little hobby farm.
We should do how they do the CT110 postie races.
Yeah.
We'll do
It's the
ag races.
Returning to the serenity of Kangaroo Valley, the S&P team had some unfinished business after Tom held up production by bogging his mum's Prado many times.
Day 2.
Pete and Leah were the first to arrive.
Breakfast of champions. I brought down my AG 175.
Yeah.
It's a 79 model, fully rigid.
Nice.
Well, the farm's beautiful, obviously. I can't do this. I look like a The farm is beautiful. The weather is always nice here, and there's nothing else to say. The tracks are great to drive on. The Viking tracks were great. Josh got stuck a couple of times, if I remember correctly. But no, I love it here.
And what's Josh riding?
An AG, is it what, a 125 or a 200?
175.
175, 1976 model. 79?
Yeah, that's
Jesus.
my personal bike.
It's beige. It's a lovely beige bike.
It's a two-stroke as well.
Ooh.
Very rare find.
Is it?
Oh.
Yeah.
How does it stack up against a Yamaha?
Well, she's a bit clunkier.
What do we got here, Josh?
This is a motorbike.
This is my pride and joy. I bought this earlier in the year, and Josh said he'd have it ready and fully restorated by
Restorated.
fully restored. Wow, restorated.
Fully restorated.
Fully restored by March. As you can clearly see, we haven't touched it. It's a 1979 AG 175. Fully original. Every part on this bike is original. Starts, runs perfect. It's a two-stroke. She's a very rare old machine. It's actually got a compliance plate, so this one can be registered and put on the road. So that's the aim. I'm not sure if we're going to rat rod it or keep it fully rigid edge yet. So we're bringing it out the farm today, and Joshy's going to ride her around and show us all that even this old girl can do wheelies and have fun. Have fun. Oh, Josh is doing wheelies. He's done wheelies in the car park in it. He'll be sweet.
Oh, look at that. It's even got an S&P Motors sticker on the front.
Man, she's got everything.
That's
this
what
old
they
girl.
do when they restaurate things.
It's kickstart, isn't it, Josh?
Yes.
They restaurate this.
It doesn't have a compression spot, mate.
Is this your outlet?
Ooh.
That one?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Joke.
One eternity later.
Love it. I just love it. Yamaha's Tonka truck. 1979. First kick, bang, every time. That's the third. We'll go first.
It's on film that it wasn't the first kick. You can't lie.
And with that, it was time for the ultimate farming challenge, herding the world's laziest cattle. Early efforts from the Viking, however, were looking promising, and the ag bike was managing to keep up. Once again, progress was good, and it looked like we might even finish ahead of schedule. That was, of course, right up until our fearless leader, producer Tom, suggested an alternative route, and we were all stupid enough to fall for this trick again.
Get the Navara, go into this paddock. How do you get into this paddock over here?
It's a good question.
Through the fence. Straight through the fence.
And then reverse it up to here with the strap.
So, do you mean to tell me that you're bogged now and the vehicle that's been sent to rescue you is now bogged? And now you've got to get it back up for the backup?
So what happened was, foolish me did what Tom told me to do and said go that way, and I went no, I shouldn't go that way, but I did. And here I am, stuck in the mud.
Meanwhile. Meanwhile.
We're already off to a great start.
All is not well in the kingdom of Farquhar.
I will have perfection! I will have!
I think it's fairly safe to say the message here is don't buy Honda.
Yeah, go with Yamaha.
Well, I don't think we
This
can...
is an old Honda.
I don't think we can go with Yamaha either because they're bogged over the other side.
Get a Navara.
Get it.
Yeah, a piece of cake.
If that cake was a fucking chocolate mud cake.
Meanwhile.
Well, I should eat some of these delicious dandelions!
Later.
Just seen a cow get stuck in here.
Just got stuck here and had to like launch itself out.
Keep going, Tommy.
Dunk it!
Keep going, Tommy.
Look at my back wheel. Look at me. So can you just walk into the front, hook it up to something, to the tap, and then walk it over to Josh? Yeah.
Great work.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
With the Navara at hand, it was time to get the show back on the road.
That's my one. No, that's my one, not my mom's.
That's its quad.
Dunk it!
Thank you for all of your help, and I am being sarcastic.
With Tom pulled out for a second time, it finally looked like we might be able to herd some cattle, but not without Josh making a very good point first.
Why did we go that way when I got a car through there?
Because it made for great footage.
Look how clean I am. I scaled the Viking and did one of the tree line, so I didn't get any dirt on me.
Nice.
I know. I'll fall over soon.
Yeah, you will.
The Viking didn't fare so well.
Later.
Do we beat the horn? No. It's better than moving!
Yeah, man.
Go! Yeah!
Yeah.
Oh, there's babies! Look at the babies! They're not terrifying at all. They're in a corner. Go that way. We're down that way, girl. That way. Go. Yes. Oh, don't scare them.
we go. Just want to keep... Leo, come on. I feel like a caveman with these animals. Oh, Joshy, there we go.
I don't know what we're yelling about!
Hey, look at this. Look at professionals. Look. Turn around, ladies. Come on.
And just when things were looking bog-free again...
Meanwhile,
Despite all that had gone wrong, this 40-year-old ag bike had survived everything the valley had to throw at it, and was still running fine. And what's more, Josh was loving it.
meanwhile,
How you doing, Leah?
Good. Tom nearly died.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
It was terrible. And look here. Look. I know. I had to move sides because my shoes were going to get dirty. Go.
So which do you think has been the more successful vehicle for rounding up cattle?
I think the ag bike, 100%. It's easier, it's lighter, it's more nimble, it's quicker, it's all round safer for this kind of terrain, I think. This has just been a nightmare.
It just pulls me.
In the plums.
So, I think we're all agreed that the ag bike has been the best performing vehicle today.
I think so.
It handled everything well. It actually managed to herd some cattle.
Yeah,
How many do you reckon you got through the gate?
all of them. Everyone else was stuck.
Oh my
No,
God.
I'm kidding.
With only the ag bike and the dog left standing, it was up to Josh to herd all the cattle.
Not only does it go, it's the best one we've got here today. Other than the Navara.
I think it's more down to the rider than the bike.
Yeah, true. It's all the skill.
Yeah.
Alright, so which of these two do you think makes the better farming vehicle?
They're both
Oh, they're
unique
both
in their
very
own.
different.
What are the advantages of each?
This
Well-
does wheelies.
That
Stick
does wheelies.
Stick wheelies.
And you can leave this out in the bush and come out 2 years later and kickstart it and ride it, where you couldn't do that with that.
Now with this being an
Is
older
it
model
though?
though,
Yes.
what are the new models like?
The new models, look, so this is a 1979. She's got a bit of rust and needs to be restorated. But pretty much the 2019, 2020 is exactly the same, just different colours. There's no
it's
difference,
four-stroke.
and it has a different engine,
And electric start.
but looks exactly the same, pretty much same,
But the brakes work.
And the brakes.
The brakes definitely work.
and it has lenses on the back. But that's just because it's not restorated.
Yeah, they don't need to be restorated, the
restaurate
2019 ones.
So different uses. This is you can get in tight little spots, and where the side by side you can take up mountains. If you've seen us do, like this will do all that as well. But comfort, safety, all that.
Yeah.
Side by side's better, but then this is better for a different thing. So both are great units for different purposes.
And despite all the hard work, the cattle had other ideas.
Oh, hell no!
G'day, I'm Matt Hilly. I own and operate Early Bird in Bowral. We're giving away a Pee-wee 50 and a mini toolkit from Yamaha for Christmas. I just want to get people excited about time of the year coming up, so come down, get yourself a bacon and egg roll and a coffee. They get you an entry in to win the bike. We draw it on the 1st of December, so plenty of time to get it wrapped up under the Christmas tree for somebody, and it'll be a bit of fun. Yes, got my road bike from S&P, looked after me as always.
What kind of road bike did you get?
An MT-09. Lots of fun. Just come down, grab a bacon and egg roll and a coffee or a fresh juice, and that'll get you an entry in to win the bike. There's no limit to how many times you can enter, so the more you eat and drink, the more entries you get.
Hey everyone, this is Andrew from Yamaha Finance. He's come in to talk to us today about what's happening at Yamaha.
Currently for the month of October through to December, we have a 1% finance offering on your 24 and 36 month terms, as well as 20% off your comprehensive insurance when financing any new Yamaha until the end of December. Come on and see the guys at S&P Motors, grab yourself a deal.
Bargain. Credit criteria, fees, charges, terms and conditions apply.
See you next week for more Chain and Sprocket.